This is day one, an upper strength day focusing on mechanical tension. We're starting off with barbell bench press with 4 sets of 4 to 6, and the form looks like this. We're going to slide under the bar, grabbing our hands almost shoulder length width apart, going down just below our nipples and pushing up, trying to get a little bit of arch in our back and using our quads as power. For exercise number 2, we're doing pull-ups. And for this exercise, we're doing 4 sets of 4 to 6. Now, we really want to emphasize the upper lats here, so we're going to go up slow with a controlled eccentric and ascension here. Going down slow, just really pulling on our lats at the end. For the third exercise, we're doing a dumbbell shoulder press with 3 sets of 6 to 8. So we're going decently heavy here. I went with the 50s in my hand, and all we're doing for this motion is going down slowly and controlling it on the way up as well as the way down. Really feeling the burn. For the next exercise, we have a chest-supported row with 3 sets of 6 to 8. Now for this exercise, we really just want to emphasize the pull in our lower back, getting the stretch at the end, and squeezing up as we pull back. Now for the next exercise, we have incline dumbbell press for 3 sets of 8 to 10. For this exercise, you want to get a weight that you can fail at the 9 to 10 range. You want the bench to be set up at about the 1 marker at about a 15-degree angle. And really, you just want to emphasize the upper chest coming down and not locking out at the top. Just remember to stay slow and controlled the entire way. The 6th exercise is a cable lateral raise, and we're doing this for 3 sets of 12 to 15. Do a light weight here. Go up, squeeze at the top, and then have a controlled eccentric on the way down going across your body. And for the last exercise, we're ending with a rope tricep push down. For this exercise, we're going to be slightly bent over, arched in our back. Just want to pushing down, feeling that in the long head of our triceps and squeezing at the bottom. This is day 2, a lower strength day focusing on heavy tension. We're starting off with barbell squat for 4 sets of 4 to 6. We want to get under the bar, sitting it on our traps so it's not hurting our back too much. We want to walk out, keep our feet about shoulder length apart, and then squat down into our heels, into the sole of our foot. Just kind of like we're sitting onto a toilet. For the next exercise, we're doing Romanian deadlifts for 3 sets of 6 to 8. In this exercise, we really want to emphasize not just the going down motion, but pushing our butt out. This is really going to stretch the hamstrings, giving them a better burn and giving them a better feel, especially with heavy weight on the bar. For our third exercise, we're doing walking lunges, and you will often do this with a dumbbell or a kettlebell. You're going to step forward here, just really feeling a burn in your hips and in your quads on both knees for 3 sets of 8 to 10. For our fourth exercise, we're doing a leg curl, and we're doing this for 3 sets of 10 to 12. We're really emphasizing on the way up here, a controlled eccentric, just really trying to feel that burn in our hamstrings. Next, we're doing a standing calf raise for 4 sets of 10 to 12, just focusing on going down and going up in our calves, burning those on each way. Lastly, we're ending with hanging leg raises for 3 sets of 10 to 15, just focusing on squeezing at the top. So this is day 4, an upper hypertrophy day focusing on metabolic stress with the goal of higher reps and more volume. So we're going to start with incline dumbbell press here with the bench at about a 15-degree angle. In the video, the bench did not go to a 15-degree angle, but it's slightly elevated than that, but it's okay. And so now we're going to do that for 4 sets of 8 to 12 here. Our focus is just a controlled eccentric as well as a controlled ascension on this press motion. So now for our second exercise, we're doing a lat pull down with 4 sets of 10 to 12. We're going to put our hands near the end of the bar here. We're going to slide into the bench. And what we're actually going to do is find that perfect angle to pull down at. After this, we're going to pull it straight down towards our belly button and hold at the bottom, just squeezing our lower lats. Now for the third exercise, we're moving on to the machine chest press, sitting at 3 sets of 10 to 12 here. So first, find the grip that works best for you. In this video, my partner is using a lower grip in order to target the mid-chest to lower chest. And once you get that grip seated, you're going to plant your feet and simply push up and hold at the top. Again, not locking out, but just holding it at about 99% and slow on the way down. Now moving on to the fourth exercise, we're doing a seated cable row. We're using a double hand grip here, grabbing onto it, leaning backwards, and first leaning forward to stretch the lats out, and then simply pulling back and holding and squeezing those mid lats there. Again, we're going to do this exercise for 3 sets of 10 to 12. For our fifth exercise, we're moving on to a dumbbell lateral raise, which we're going to do for 4 sets of 12 to 15. Now my partner's feet are close in this video. You can have them about shoulder width length apart. And what you're going to do is grab a light weight, go up slowly, and control the eccentric as well as the ascension here. You really want to target those mid delts here, just focusing on going up, holding, and lowering slowly. Exercise 6 is an easy bar curl with 3 sets of 10 to 12. The form is simple. We're pulling up, holding at the top and squeezing that bicep, and then lowering slowly in order to get maximum stretch on those biceps. Exercise number 7 is an overhead tricep extension with 3 sets of 10 to 12. For this exercise, we're going to pull the bar over our head, going to the side of our body using our obliques there. We're going to get our shoulders kind of tight, just somewhere in the middle, just holding our arms not too far apart, but not too close together. And we're simply going to move up, focusing on the long head of the tricep here, squeezing at the top and lowering slowly. Now we move on to day 4 with a lower hypertrophy day, focusing on a long length emphasis. We're starting off with hack squats, 4 sets of 8 to 12. Just going really deep here with a controlled eccentric and controlled ascension. Now we move on to Bulgarian split squats with 3 sets of 10 to 12 on each leg. We want to get really deep here, really emphasizing the long leg emphasis here, just really emphasizing that stretch on the way down. Exercise number 3 is a leg extension with 3 sets of 12 to 15. Just leaning back in the seat, fully extending those legs and controlling the eccentric on the way down. Exercise number 4 is a seated leg curl. We're doing this for 3 sets of 12 to 15, going all the way down, squeezing at the bottom, and then going slowly on the eccentric for, again, that long length emphasis. Exercise number 5 is a hip thrust with 3 sets of 8 to 12 here. You're going to go rather heavy on these, going all the way down and shooting up at the end, holding at the top to really emphasize those glutes. Finally, we're finishing with seated calf raise with 4 sets of 12 to 15. We're going to squeeze at the bottom, squeeze at the top, and really feel those calves getting emphasized with the stretch they're getting.